Hello, everybody. This is Sean. I wanted to generate a quick video for everybody to see the progress of where we're at with the design for the theater. Let me bring the model in here real quick. So this is the inspiration, one of the drawings from Vicky, and so the elements that we wanted to bring in were panels, the applied panel over the fabric, the arch, corbels. This upper section, we're going to have the Mark and I have all the setbacks and stuff that we need for the drop down blackout here. And then this drawing shows the side view of this cabinet. This guy is started but not completed, but majority of the work is done. So wanted to bring in that model. So what I did is I turned off this wall by the doorway. Here's the doorway entering into the theater. Mark had mentioned to me I didn't have an elevation of this wall here, and he told me that there aren't going to be panels here on this side. There's like speakers and everything on this side here, and so the areas that we need to identify, because there wasn't anything put on the face of these columns, where I guess there was going to be a sconce here and then one over here. But the main thing I wanted to show, Mark had mentioned there's a new window coming in here, so we've laid everything out based off of that new window. This shows you can see the channel here that the blackout shade travels up in, and it goes up behind the archway. And we actually have this upper bonnet here is going to be removable. There's going to be a break line right here between these two pieces of trim, and then up on the top. So this thing can be removed so we can access that the blackout shade. And I think Mark had mentioned something about Vicky was saying that it might be a good idea to have a painting done here that looks like a piece of fabric dropping down, like it is a decorative shade. But anyway, so these are some corbels that I scaled down from a model that we have in our library. What we did here in this panel section here is we call this a tuck and roll. It's actually a pillowed pattern that's cut into the wood, and then these little white lines, those are the tool paths of a little V-cut groove that gets cut in there. So it really looks like fabric. I don't have a piece of molding put on there, but I was gonna put a small piece of molding on that. The areas that we probably still want to dress up a little bit is the face of this column here and this guy over here. We'll talk about this area here where the sconces are going to go. And then I made some progress today or this afternoon on this cabinet. Mark has some minimum dimensions for these pull-out racks for the AV equipment. So I had to bring this. I didn't have a lot of room to push this guy up. We're already at 38 inches for the countertop here, and we brought this face frame right up to the underside there. And the rack units he needed were 32 and 11/16, and I think we have 33 inches or 32 and 7/8. We can mess around with the height in here if this needs to be shorter or taller. I'm going to add a piece of trim across the top here along the face here, face of the corbel, and then so we have that arch, elliptical arch that's coming across the top here, mimicked down here on the toe kick, and then up here on the doors. And what I was planning on doing was a small panel like the one that's over here. These guys here across the top of this arch here, of this ellipse. And I didn't know if you guys were going to put glass in up here or if you wanted to have a panel, but we can discuss that. I think Mark, you guys are all having a meeting tomorrow, so if you guys want to give me any feedback that you have on this guy, that would be great. Pretty fun projects, turning out pretty good. Got the ceiling up above here also. So anyway, hope everybody has a great evening. I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.